I came really close to quitting my job today. Brother. Must be nice. Is it time to tinker? There goes the train. Okay, now we're cooking. No, we're not. I guess that would be a cliffhanger, yeah. Oh, this isn't that bad. Maybe it is. Hold on. Friends and gamers, it's cozy time. I'm not in a cozy mood, but it's cozy time. We'll see how this video goes. This could be a train wreck of a video, but I have to record it. So today we're playing the Lilliput Workshop. This is, like I've said, in cozy game. I believe there's automation as well, so hopefully we'll have like satisfying. I'm hoping if this game is successful, I will no longer be in a bad mood after we're done recording it. That's the goal. I do think this could be a great contender for the cozy of the cozies, the coziest games series I am compiling together that I think I have a tentative name for, but this is not part of that series technically. So the name is still being workshopped, but we're gonna play the Lilliput Workshop. I haven't seen a ton about this game since it released, but we're gonna give it a shot. Before we give it that shot though, huge thanks to Cotton Game and Key Miller for providing me with my copy of the Lilliput Workshop for this video. Now let us begin. I think we'll do story mode. Let's have some structure today. So there's different stages. Okay, how much is this game on Steam? First of all, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 story mode stages, and that is for a price of $7.99. Yeah, okay. Actually, I think they could be charging more. I was expecting like 15 bucks. Because there's these 5 story stages, but then also there is a free play and creation modes. So I do want to check those out as well. So I think we might, I think we'll make this a first hour. We'll do, I was gonna do like a third, and a third. And I was like, 33 minutes. I'm like, nope, that's not right. That is if there was 100 minutes for this video, but we're doing a first hour. Can you do thirds? Oh, I hit the wrong thing on my phone. It'd be 20 minutes. Okay. Why it took my brain so long to do that. I've done that. I record demo dives. Originally, demo dives were 3 demos and then it got out of hand. So I'm 20 minutes. We'll do 20 minutes on a story mode and we'll see where we get. 20 minutes on free play, 20 minutes creation, and then we'll circle back. If I don't spend 20 minutes on free play and creation, we'll circle back to story mode. I did this recently with a game, I think for Starseeds early access, but we'll try out everything because this is like a first hour and we want to get a little bit of everything. So story mode, stage 1, and I have to read. Honestly, truly, this is not the best story mode for me right now. Where can I put the box? It's gonna have to go here, and I don't want to fix my model, so let's just pretend I'm facing the right way. So until yesterday, I was still an employee of a well-known large corporation. See, this is not working out for me right now because I came really close to quitting my job today, like for like the umpteenth time. So like this is not, I can't be having this right now. Honestly, my job was pretty good. 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., decent pay, but over the years, this cold concrete jungle made me feel increasingly anxious. Brother. Every day, I just followed my superior's instructions. I'm literally gonna start crying. This is a really bad time for this. Every day, I just followed my superior's instructions, completing various tedious tasks. I never used my company's products and barely remembered their names, let alone felt any sense of achievement. Ain't that the truth? Oh, this is breaking me. I didn't know I was gonna be accosted by this game right now. Other than working a living, this work is meaningless to me. This is not the life I want to live. I might have to stop recording. Cotton Game, what have you done? Cotton Game, live with me. I've played Cotton Game games before. This is not a good time. This is not a good time to get existential with it. I needed some time to quietly think about what I should do. So I returned to the countryside where I stayed in my childhood. That must be nice. Must be nice! I think my childhood home was turned into a mid-century modern mess, like gray everywhere. My childhood bedroom was like yellow, then pink, and then like a pretty like mint blue color. And I think it's like a grayish nightmare now. That part of my life is still the most carefree time I've experienced. Debatable. Although I understand that such leisure could be a trait of childhood rather than an effect brought by the village, it's the farthest place from my usual routine that I can reach. At least the scenery here is quite nice, right? This is my grandfather's old house. Before going to college, my parents occasionally brought me here. Later, I went to another city for school and work and never came back. Fair. I think my grandparents' house has been bulldozed over at this point. I don't think it exists anymore. I think it got turned into a parking lot. I'm not even kidding. I think it got turned into a parking lot. The interior of the house hasn't changed much compared to my memories, except for a thin layer of dust and a slight lack of life. After dropping my luggage, I decided to organize the house into something I was more familiar with. After all, I was going to stay here for some time, perhaps a month, maybe even 6 months. I hadn't decided yet. I sorted some stuff. This is when they said story mode, I wasn't expecting like I was expecting maybe like something like unpacking. I sorted some stuff I wouldn't need soon and climbed the stairs to the attic. The attic stored some old furniture, a few large boxes, and various odd objects. The newest among them seemed at least a decade old. I found a spot and put down the things I was holding. Just as I was about to go downstairs, something unusual caught my eye. A beam of sunlight happened to pass through the attic window, spotlighting a peculiar box like a searchlight. That is a weird box. It's a hexagon. You don't see many hexagonal boxes. You know what comes in a hexagonal box though? Smeesky. Smeeskys come in hexagonal boxes. It looked like a hexagonal sandalwood jewelry box. It was plain in design, yet finely crafted and well preserved, standing out starkly among the attic's other odd items. The front of the box was inlaid with a brass keyhole, but I saw no sign of a key nearby. I touched the keyhole with my finger, and the lid suddenly opened by a small crack on its own. That's magic right there. I thought the box would contain jewelry or letters, but its actual content surprised me. It was filled with many hexagonal blocks and small models of houses, people, trains, etc. Although these little toys seemed quite old, I'd never seen anything like them, which made them appealing. I took out a few blocks and started tinkering. Is it time to tinker? Okay, so we have quite a few stages. We actually might not get as far as I wanted to in this video, do 20 minutes for everything. We might just get through chapter 1, and that's okay. We'll play for like an hour, and if I haven't gotten to like a point where we could drop off and try out the other modes yet, then we'll try them at the very end, so it might be a little bit longer than an hour, but let's find out. Let's start with stage 1, Lilliput. A world built with toy blocks, looking almost the same as a real one. So let's play. It's giving very Reverse 1999, like in its aesthetic, and I love that. Like the story stages for Reverse that are very like wooden blocks, like they literally use wooden blocks to like show the characters and everything, and I love that. I think we can move back though, over here, because I purposely was like, we'll put the box here, because when I go to record these videos, I always look at the Steam screenshots firsthand to figure out where the box can go, and this is the right spot for it. So we have, I can't really tell the controls. I think it's the mouse wheel to zoom in and out. The right mouse button will drag, and then, girl, I have no idea what these controls. I can't tell the controls. We're gonna have to figure it out in game, because that looks like zoom, and then that also looks like the mouse wheel. I can't tell what button is which. I think this is left mouse button though. I'm not really sure, because this is definitely right mouse button. The playthrough consists of 2 phases, the building phase and the play phase. During building phases, all the devices are idle, and you can install, remove, or modify them. However, parts that are pre-installed with the level cannot be modified or removed. During the play phase, the trains will keep running, unless interrupted by something, while various devices will be activated when needed. It's not allowed to edit the scene in this phase. Yeah, that makes sense. So we have play to play, pause to pause, stop to reset. So that stop button actually resets everything and returns to the building phase. So that's kind of like a, okay, redo. The speed button and the speed slider are used to adjust play speed. It might be helpful to speed up a little if the routes are long. So I don't think we're gonna need that right away, because we are probably gonna do some shorter routes to begin with. So let's get started. We have a triangle. Press play to start the train. I think that's all I can do right now. So play. And there goes the train. Wow. Also, I overshot where I think I might need to go top corner, because I'm covering up the little triangle. I think I got the triangle for clearing it though. Also, this is like yeehaw music. Not what I was expecting. We'll go here, because I'm like, see, I'm covering the little triangle over here, and that's what I was like trying to avoid. I was like, I overshot that. I thought it would be just below me. Nope. So continue. Was that stage 1? Because if so, then this is gonna go by pretty quickly, I think. I still have coffee left, because I only went to work for like 2 hours. So I went to work for like 2 hours before saying, hey, I'm taking the day off and going home. You can tell my current mental state. So stage 2 is sunset. Always keep an eye on the dark side. There used to be numerous accidents. Awesome. That sounds great. What does that mean? That's so ominous. We have pieces now. Okay, so it looks like we have to fill in the pieces with the toolbar. The toolbar is located near the left edge of the screen. The tools on the toolbar can be used to add, modify, or remove devices from the scene. I will say, is the English translation for this game perfect? No, but I'd rather have an imperfect translation for a game than have people be using AI translation or like computer translation and stuff like that. I'd really rather the English just be not perfect. Honestly, truly, there's a charm to it. This is a PSA to all game devs. If English is not your first language, just do your best. Your players will be able to figure it out. Don't resort to the machines. Don't resort to the machines. Don't do that. Anyways, the number next to each tool icon indicates how many times a tool can be used. So there's an infinity sign next to this one right here, so that must mean we can use that as many times as we want. Tools without number indication can be used unlimitedly. So what's the put in the infinity sign then? The tabs in the toolbar correspond to different types of tools. Press a tab to quickly locate its corresponding tools. When using tools, we can press the left mouse button to confirm and right to cancel. If a device is rotatable, use the, I'm assuming that's the mouse wheel, to adjust its direction before placement. Alternatively, the device's direction can also be changed in its context menu. It's only possible to edit during building phase. Yeah, okay. Trains must run on lines of track. A line usually consists of multiple track segments. Most devices must be installed on a straight track except the turnable and the trigger. So there's modification, demolish tool, can be replaced, if it's installed, can be replaced with the new one. Whatever comes with the level itself cannot be modified or removed. So the pieces that are already down, we can't move those, but we can do this. And then this one. Oh, I get it now. Here's a problem. This here, I guess there is the... Okay, that's how you do the edge there. Okay. I see it now, I do. And then this here, it's a little bit wonky, the turnable ones, but we figured it out. You can also like multi-select, it looks like. So if we hit play then, it should work just fine. I think we're okay. It's gonna go through there. And we got our piece. Oh, that's the goal. We need to grab one of the triangles, so it needs to go through that part. Okay, I've learned something. Continue. I'm hoping the tutorial parts will drop off a little bit because I do want to just like gameplay. I totally didn't know this was like a train track put together type game. I love these kind of games. I just might go into the cozy corner. That's what I've decided to call the series, by the way. I haven't uploaded specifically a dedicated cozy corner video, and I have ideas for what I want to do with the setup for those. But this is just a normal video. This is not cozy. It's a cozy game, but this narrow path is next. People are missing in these woods. Trains, on the other hand, are not so easy to get lost unless there's no rail to follow at all. If you're new here and I'm like wondering what the heck I'm going on about, I have certain games I want to play that are like way too cozy to like have like a normal video, because I love when I do my videos to scream into the void at least once per video. But I've been wanting to play like games that don't really lend themselves to screaming into the void. So I've been cooking a series of videos for those, kind of similar to like demo dives and stuff like that, how I have those series. But like, that's what I'm talking about. This is a perfect game for that series, by the way, because it's very chill. Anyways, use track pencil to quickly build long route. Oh, so those are both options. When using the track pencil, press left mouse button to determine the start point. Move the cursor over land blocks to draw tracks of path. Okay, we'll figure it out. I'm getting tired of tutorial. Loof. Louvs are what look like a variety of toy bricks. They can be stacked on top of each other, forming towers. Louvs are the key resource for completing the objectives. To clear a level, one must deliver and assemble specific louvs according to the objectives. Okay, so we haven't gotten to assembling those yet. There's the louf factory, which is where we get the louvs we need. Each time a train passes by, the louf factory can only produce one louf. So if we go in like a circle around it, we can't do that again. Then there's the assembly platform. There's a lot happening here. But the assembly platform is a device to stack louvs into towers. So you have to grab the blocks and then have them all for the, okay, so that's the, okay, I see it. When a train cart carrying a louf passes by an assembly platform, that louf will be delivered to the assembly platform. Okay, so and then whenever receiving a pointy louf or conic, it will be considered the spire that tops out a tower. A topped out tower will be teleported to the place where it's needed, thus vacating the assembly platform for the construction of the next tower. Okay, so that's the thing and the thing. Okay, so, hold on, demolish. Let's restart. I'm not doing well with this. I'm so confused because this isn't like, oh, I'm not rotating. That's why. But even this is like, woo, straight please. This isn't gonna work, is it? Okay, now we're cooking. No, we're not. Because if you click down, it's over. It's game over if you click. You cannot click. You just have to get it. Oh, that decided. Okay, I didn't even click. And I'm like, it decided to just be done. There we go. That should work, I think. That should work. So that should do it. We got our cone. I'm also gonna speed it up now because we're actually doing things. Train derailed! Oh, wait. Do I need to do like one more piece there? It needs to like actually go through the whole thing. That's weird. Why does it need to go through the... Yeah, okay. It needs to go over underneath the platform. Okay. I was like, train derailed? What do you mean? That's so... I feel cheated a little bit. Cliffhanger. One step wrong and there's no turning back. Awesome. Sounds wonderful. I guess that would be a cliffhanger, yeah. So how do we do this one? So we need to... Oh, this isn't that bad. Maybe it is. Hold on. Because we need to go through here. But it means we need to go around. And the unfortunate part is that these are not platforming right and are goofing. So I think I got it. We have to kind of do this. Yeah, I'm a genius. It'll work. Even if that's not the right way, it actually will work. So I'm right. I know I'm right. Cleared. See? Look at me go. Continue. That one was easy. It's turning into a puzzle game now, which I like. All right, next stage. Meow Meow Valley. A bizarre name for a valley. I bet no one can figure out how it got the name. Awesome. Meow Meow Valley. Awesome. That's so cool. All right, now we have the tower stuff. All towers must be assembled at the same play face. Let's just wing this one. Oh, it looks like a cat. That's why. Oh my God. Okay, so we need to go through these pieces first. That's the square. So we need to actually go through this piece first. So it needs to kind of go like whoop, like that. So, oh, we can't go in there. Oh no, we can. It's just like weirdly set up a little bit. Okay, so that should work like so. Maybe we need to circle around a little bit more. Okay, that should work. Let's just give it a shot. This is a weird one, but the whole thing is weird. All right, see, I thought that was weird there. Okay, so do I have a reset button? Because it'll just be easier to reset it. It needs to be sideways. I thought that was weird that it let me do that, how I did it, and that's why, because you're not supposed to. Like that, and then we can go like that. Awesome. So, yeah, that should work. Play phase, let's go. That's not as weird as the original one. Yippee! It was very weird at first. I bet no one can figure out how it got the name. It looks like a cat. That's how it got the name. That's cute. Are we gonna do that extra stage? We most definitely are. Mountain Path is next. It said somewhere in South America, train drivers often have to deal with this trouble. So what's the trouble? I'm curious. What's the trouble? Is it just cliffs? So, oh, this is rough. So this is kind of weird because we need to go through here, like kind of like this and like that. Okay, this isn't cute. That needs to do that. That's like the only way that works. And then we need to kind of go around. Okay, what are you doing? What are you doing? This is it's not working out for me. This isn't working. Oh dear God. Okay, we can't do that. Damn it. This is not going well. It's not going well, guys. The only thing I can think is like a weird roundabout this way and going like all the way around. But even that's not gonna work because of where this one starts. You know, that's not gonna work. What is happening? South American friends, does this happen in South America? What's going on? I cannot figure out how to get turned around with this one. Okay, that was rude. What did you just do to me? No, redo. I'm just like, how can I get turned around? Like, it's not working. It's not. I need a hint button. Just reset the level. What am I doing wrong here? Okay, there has to be a way to get this figured out. Because we need to go through here, and then this one we do need to go through first. So that makes enough sense. I'm almost thinking, okay, that's so awesome. Maybe this? I do wonder if that's too steep of a hill. We'll see. We'll give it a shot. But now I can't get it through here, which is a little bit annoying because I can't get the turn to work properly. Yeah, that's really annoying. Who made this? I can't get the turnaround to turn around, if that makes sense. Oh no, that works. I'm gonna give this a shot. Yeah, okay, see, that's the problem. That's the problem. That's too steep. So I think it can only go one block. So that would be too steep. Yeah, one block diagonal is fine. It's anything more than that that isn't going to work. And that's kind of the problem here. Because it's like all one block. Or like none of it's one block. Like all these are two. So that's kind of where we're running into problems. So that's not gonna work. Meaning I am once again confused. So we need to stay up here. I'm almost thinking if we do that, that's not gonna connect anywhere. So that's not gonna work. Darn it. And that would have been so good. That would have been so good for me. Let's try again. Because if we do that and then that, is it really that easy? Why did I struggle so much? Why did I think that wasn't possible? Why did I think I couldn't do that? Maybe this can't be a cozy corner video. Because I'm just like what's this one? The small cabin, a flat area, meanwhile a labyrinth for the train. Awesome. Great. Cool. What do you mean by that? All right. This isn't that bad. Okay, maybe it is. Because it's not letting me like turn properly. Yeah, this does kind of suck. What the heck? Because we need to... Okay, what are you doing? What are you doing? Because that goes like that. And then it's not letting me turn around again. Yeah, that's not gonna work. What the hecky? Finally let me turn around, and for what? To be broken? The only thing I can think... You know, that's not gonna work. I'm so close to crying. I was when I started this video. What happened? What placed that like that? What happened? All right, so it's like not letting me do the turns. Can I turn, please? Okay, so that's one. We can possibly make it work like that, but then we're stuck like that. Okay, so that's not gonna work, and I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. I don't even have to do this level, by the way. I'm putting myself through this because of we had the other toolbar thing. Like, there's like a, you know, when you do like something like this, it's not even letting me show what I'm talking about. Like the switchy switch thing. Like, I can't even show it off because this game sucks, but it doesn't suck. If it sucked, I would have stopped playing it, but like, I'm raging over the puzzles a little bit. Like when it breaks off, you know, it's not letting me show it off properly. Like, sure, like this, like something like this, you know, when it's like not letting me show it but you know, like when it breaks off like that, it's not letting me keep that like as a thing because it's not allowed, I guess. We could just go back. We could just quit this stage because I don't really need to do it. I don't know if I'm in the right headspace because it's been half an hour and I do want to try out the other stuff. So we'll take like a small intermission here and go back to here because I want to look at free play But you need to log in for free play, so I guess we're not doing free play. Creation, maybe? In creation mode, you can design and share your own levels to fellow players around the world. We recommend playing story mode a bit more before trying creation mode to learn more useful techniques. I'm gonna continue anyways, because I'm probably not actually gonna do it. I just want to look at it a little bit. Whoa. I see why they recommend, I see why they recommend. There's a lot of stuff in here. We'll go back to the main menu. We don't have the chops to do creation mode yet. Let's go back to story. I feel like creation mode is for that's like end game. So let's go to railway restoration, because that is a required stage to move on to the finish. This little cabin stage was just an extra stage and I can't figure it out. So usually you have to install something other than tracks for restoration. What does that mean? That's very vague. What does that mean? We looked at the other things though, so now we can just kind of do this. Oh, the cubic loof factory. So that needs to go like, oh, a track is required. So we can put you there actually and do that. Awesome. I love when my tracks don't place properly. How do I get these to connect? Are they not going to? Am I just like screwed? Yeah, what? Well, that sucks a little bit. How does this one supposed to loop-de-loop, you know? Just keep it like that. What the hecky? What the hecky? How do you connect those? Brother, I'm confused. How do you, I guess you could, okay, that's not what I wanted. I didn't click that. This game is lying to me. I guess you could do that. Okay, that works. I was like, wait, what? That works. There we go. We got our loofs, and then they make the tower. Yay! Continue. I don't know if this can be a cozy corner video. I'm like raging. I think it could be. That's not a winding route is not required. So we're just gonna go to the end ? There's gotta be a way, or we just make one. Awesome. That's all this also ominous. So these are our loofs. So we need 2 cubes. So we kind of have to put the tracks down first though. Why is it not working? Turn. It's very temperamental. There's our cube and there's our that. And then you're gonna need like boop, boop there. All right, let's go, brothers. Train to that's why it's the end ? Okay, that. Sure, you get that. We just make one. Train to, what are you missing? Why is it derailed? Do I just gotta like keep putting stuff down for you to be like satisfied? It's not even working properly. There, do that now. Is that enough for you? Why is it derailed? What's missing? Like literally what's missing? I'm so confused. What do you mean? What do you mean train derailed? Like what? Oh yeah, there's a little notepad. That's all I'm doing with that. I'm not doing anything else. Get your mind out of the gutter. Cause what am I missing? I'm so confused by this. Does it need to like go? No, because it teleports to the spot it's supposed to go to automatically. What happened with what happened? So I'm just like, what if sure, just put that down. It got everything. It should be done. Oh, does it need 2? It needs 2. Oh, okay, I get it now. I was like, wait, what are we, I was so confused, but it needs to circle. The only problem is, to circle, it needs to go back around, and there's not like a way to do that. We could try, no, that's not gonna work. So it needs to circle back, and I can't figure out how to get to circle back. Oh, that's awesome. That's so cool, actually. This is great, because it needs to start back around here, and there's like no way to do that. First of all, we are gonna need those there. Just like put that there. Thinking, what is happening over here? What is happening? Stop that. I don't know what you're doing over there, but stop it. Even you're not supposed to look like that. There we go. This might work to a certain degree. So if we do that, that should work. I think that should circle it. No, because that broke off. What do you mean you broke off like that? Actually, might be a better way to do this entirely. I'm gonna actually delete these just to make the track work better. That's okay. Okay, that part can't move. That's the problem. Okay, because I was gonna be like, we can go like that, but no, that part has to be there. See why this is a problem now. Okay, so you're gonna be a pain in my ass. Let's see if this will work how I need it to. Also, why are these not turning properly? You can turn how I need you to turn. Why are you being annoying? Why are you making this harder for me? That should work. Let's just put the things down though. That should work now. They're the right direction. Let's give that a shot. Actually, no, that's not gonna work because it's gonna hit the water there. Oh, I hate my life. I really do. I actually do hate my life. Like there's multiple ways that this looks like it should work, but it doesn't. I think if we play this level for long enough, I will say something that will get me demonetized. I think if I play it long enough, that'll happen. Bad day to play a puzzle game. I'm almost, hey, we're done. If we start from the back, so this will go in a circle now, but it will go through. I just want to see how this is gonna. Okay, all right, okay. I went and worked my from backwards and I figured it out. So that should be able to work because it'll go through there, and then we have that just going from the back. That should work. Okay, We figured it out. We did it! Yay! I was so confused. The end question mark. That took me like 10 minutes. All right, so windmill, the real end. Trains here are much more versatile than their real life counterparts. Climb hills and even... It doesn't finish this end. I don't know, that last level kind of made me like, will we finish this game? Trains are used to transport loops, contains 1 locomotive. Okay, a train can have up to 3 carts or none at all. After placing a train, the number of carts can be set. Upon entering the play phase, all trains will start running at a constant speed. So there's multiple trains. Dear God, I have to put the whole thing together. There's land blocks. Okay, I have to do okay, 2 of them are set. So we need to do 2 towers again. This is a square, this is triangle, meaning another square would need to go somewhere, but it's not working fully. It's like not letting me place it. Must be placed on a straight track. Huh. I do be kind of hating my life right now. Can I demolish? Nothing. Okay, because it needs to be straight. So what if we circle it like that, and then we can put you there, and then... This is annoying. There we go. Okay, that's not gonna work, because those are 2. I hate it here, because I need to get back down there to circle through again. Does it know this isn't gonna work? Like, does it know? Am I going crazy? Okay, hold on. It's gonna have to go back this way, because that will work. Okay, what is happening? What is happening? Okay, yeah, that will work. So can circle back around. Brother, what are we doing? What are we doing? I will say the track, what is this? The track pencil isn't the most intuitive thing in the world. It's not my favorite thing ever, but that should work. I just need to put the assembly platform in somewhere. And the train needs to go somewhere. The only problem is that there's like nowhere for the assembly thing to go now. It must be placed on a straight track, and we have like no straight tracks except for in the water, and this can't go in the water. I'm about to crash out. I'm about to crash. Okay, so hypothetically then, we need to go, like we need to get back on the track here, correct? Yes, and also somehow get it connected here. I'm having so many troubles with this. And the track pencil still sucks. Still sucks. Why would it try to like circle around off the field? That's what I don't get. It's like, yeah, we can go there. Like, no, you can't. Okay, now that's not gonna work. I hate my life. I do. What the heck is happening? What the heck is happening? I'm having a horrible time. I don't think we're gonna play this game again just because it's not intuitive enough. Like, I'm just having such a hard time because this needs to go here, which means now I don't have enough room to like turn this thing around. I hate it here. Like, what am I missing? Because that, oh, come on. Let me just, because you have to go down, because that's the thing. There's only like a 1 block situation here. So you have to go into the water over here. Unless, I think there's one over here. No, because that's 2 there. It actually might work over there. Hold on. Yeah, that would actually work. Okay, hold on. The only problem is now this isn't working. There we go. Okay, that's working now. Do we have any straight track? No. Yeah, no, we still don't have any straight track that's not on water. Boo! The only thing I can think is that maybe we do something annoying over here. Why is it not letting me turn those properly? What? Man, I hate this. There has to be a way to do this. Does that work? Or is that? No, it doesn't. I can't say what I want to say about this. I'll get demonetized. Okay, hold on. Because there's another drop off over here. But we can't get back up. That's the problem. Because I'm like, we can go down like that, but we can't, you know, like there's only one option. You can only go one direction. So like, now what? Do we give up? I might give up. I might protect my peace and give up. Because like also if we could combine, okay, hold on. Because there's this malarkey going on over here, but it's not letting me combine this over here, even though you should be able to do a circle here. And I don't know why it won't let me like that. Okay, that's what I wanted. We don't have any straight track pieces, which is going to make me cry actually. So can't change that. That is kind of set in stone there. Yeah, there's only one spot that I can go and it's there, and that kind of needs to go there. What if we give up? Like, I've been playing this for 48 minutes. What if we just give up and don't come back to this game? What if we just give it an A? Like, what if we just say, I'm not smart enough for this game and move on? I think I want to clear this. Like, I want to figure out how this one works, but I'm also very close to just giving up. My mental health has seen enough today. This kind of needs to work like how it already is. Because I'm like, could do something differently here. Oh, of course, now you don't want to work. I hate my life. I need more straight pieces. That's not going to work. So what is happening? I think it got worse. This whole situation got worse. I'm just trying to figure out where fit in more track without it. Why does it just decide to create a turn sometimes? That's not gonna work. You know what? I give up. I'm done with this game. I quit the Lilliput Workshop. I'm rage quitting a cozy game. It's a nay. New rule. I'm done. Didn't even finish chapter 1. I give up. I'm done. I've had enough today. It might just be right game, wrong time, because I have seen enough horrors today, and I'm done, quite frankly. It should have been, the first red flag should have been why I almost cried in the intro. That is it for this video, though. I wish I didn't crash out, because I was enjoying this, but I think maybe, like, I don't want to be like skill issue. It's definitely skill issue. I'm not smart enough for this. Like a hint would be nice. Because I would have sat here. I would have continued to sit here for hours, unable to figure that one out. Could I look it up online? Probably, but I don't want to do that. I just need to take my skill issue in stride, have my games journalism moment, and move on. Which I don't love doing that with games I receive for videos, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. I wish I liked this game more. But yeah, I'm gonna go wallow off camera probably. This game didn't help. Thank you once again, though, to Cotton Game and Keymailer. We'll get him next time. We'll get him next time. It is what it is. I'm gonna have to keep telling myself that. If you like this video, make sure to give me a like down below, as well as subscribe for more, and hit the little notification bell to be notified when I upload new ones. As always, I hope everyone had or is having a super lovely day wherever you are in the world, and I will see you all in my next video. Hopefully, I won't crash out this bad. Bye, guys!